Julian Sanders is with us today, and we're talking about, well, I think it's fair to say the hottest piece of technology right now, Absolutely. The iPad. Not available in Canada yet. It will be available on the 28th of May, but we haven't had one right here, so I'm guessing someone got one in the States. But I know, how did that happen? So first of all, there's a lot of buzz about the iPad, but me being a bit of a technophobe, tell me why people are so impressed with this particular, because you've had, you know, like the iBook on at Christmas time, we talked about that. What makes this particular machine, I can't say machine, but this device so special?
That's actually one of the reasons people can't give it a name, because it's a whole new thing. The Apple is advertising it as magical and revolutionary, and to explain that a little bit more specifically, it's a whole new category of computers. The kind of street name for them right now are slates. Okay. They're not quite a cell phone or an iPod Touch, and they're not quite a netbook or a laptop. They're a whole new in-between.
Now, when we talk about it being in between, there's some people made the joke that it's like, well, you know, it's basically an iPhone, it's just bigger. You know, yeah. Now, is that a fair analogy, a fair analysis, or is it a bit too simplistic?
It's a bit too simplistic. In once you actually get to use the device, you can see that it has a lot more power because of the larger screen and faster speed. It's good for consuming any type of content that you want. So it's one of the best ways to walk out the door and read books, watch movies, get your photos to show off. We can.
Well, there's some of the things you can run through us right here, because I guess we're wired up and fired up here. So.
We are, yeah. We have some photos as one of the nicest things you can do. Albums are organized easily from your Mac or PC, and there is a quick and easy way to browse through your photos. It's a very bright, high-resolution screen.
Is it ever? And obviously, you know, you know your way around the iPad so well, you're able to do it upside down. But now, once again, you brought up a really good point about the whole notion that you know, you can watch movies on this. You can do. There's a lot of the things, the apps that you would find on a phone, but a phone is only this big. Exactly. I'll ask this question: are all the apps that I could use on my iPhone available? Can I guess load them onto this as though it was an iPhone?
Yes, all of the apps that are available for the iPhone and iPod Touch operating systems will run on here. The developers that make the programs have had to go back and make the resolution larger. So the device has, the iPad has a capability of making the apps larger. So you can either see them on the same screen size, or you can just blow them up. But because it's been out for a while in the States, there's a couple of thousand apps that you can choose from that have been written in the resolution, so they look perfect on the iPad. Okay.
Now, you said it's not you know, simply an iPhone writ large, but is it the kind of thing where, can I, you know, hey, is there an app where I can use this like a phone?
Not
I don't know,
exactly like a phone yet.
Okay.
Well, you can't hold it up to your head easily. Exactly. But yeah, there is two versions. There's one with just Wi-Fi, which is usually what you would use if you were staying at home. Then there's a 3G version where you can put a chip in and talk to the cellular networks to get internet. So you can use it for staying in touch for all your email applications. There will be more apps coming out for it that'll allow you to use it on networks like Skype and other VoIP applications. But as is, it's really designed for everything you have on the internet.
Wow. You know, when you come on the program, I'm always blown away by the level of technology that I'm just not up to speed on anything. But this one looks like it might, because I hear great things about Apple in terms of the usability factor. So I think I'm going to have to go kicking and screaming into the 21st century. So there's the internet. It is very slick. So we'll have more on this later on with Julian. But thanks for being with us today, and we'll probably talk to you closer to launch date.
Sounds good.
All righty, and now it's time for your entertainment headlines.